Freedom. What does it mean to you? I think that we would all have a similar definition. I don't know if it would be accurate though. I think most people would say that freedom is having the ability to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, how you want to do it. I don't know if that's accurate. Here's an extreme example, but if I put a bunch of kids, take them away from their parents, throw them in the jungle, a reality show or something, they're able to do whatever they want to do, but they're lacking knowledge and wisdom and understanding, support, experience, and that all that lack is actually going to lead to their demise. With us, like there are times in our lives where I feel like we're stuck in certain areas when technically we're free to do what we want, but we might not know what to do. And I feel like the lack of knowledge or wisdom and so on and so forth can actually be a prison. It can lead to our destruction. So just saying being free to do whatever is not probably a full, accurate definition, I don't think. But there are people out there who are always afraid, acting out of fear that people are going to take their rights away, or that their rights are being taken away. And they're out of that fear. Sometimes they do stupid things, do and say stupid things, right? They're free to do and say those stupid things, but it can be a problem, right? If you have all this freedom and you abuse it and you're an idiot, it can be a problem. Think about Dr. King's dream, so much involved in his famous speech, right? Speaking of equality, speaking of an oasis of justice, of freedom, speaking about sitting down at a table with that equality. That is a wild dream. We're in such a cynical, we're in such a cynical age now, right? So some people might say that's a naive dream. It's a biblical one, I'll say that. As Christians, we're supposed to be, we have the kingdom of God on the inside of us, and we're supposed to be pouring out that kingdom that God pours in us to others. And that's the fight. That's the fight. It's not a fight with fist, but it's a fight with our character and our service, our belief. That is our fight. It's the same type of fight we're talking about here with Dr. King's dream, right? There's so much struggle, and we have a history of struggle in this country, and so much struggle now. There's so much systemic pain and obstacles that are just rooted into what especially minorities in this country have to deal with, especially what Black people have to deal with. There's a lot of I don't want to use the word curse, but I can't think of another word right now. I don't mean like a spiritual curse. I mean like just generationally, just damaging, poisonous mentalities that have been in Black people because of slavery, because of segregation, that we have to fight for. That's part of the fight. And it's unfair that people of color, especially Black people, have to deal with that. But life isn't fair. We gotta stick together and deal with that fight of our own people, but also deal with the fight for that dream. That is a biblical one. That is one of where we can get to being an oasis of justice and freedom and peace, and that we can gather around and sit at a table equal. How do we get there? I don't know, but we've made a lot of progress. I always talk about, let's celebrate the progress we've made, and I want to do that. But how to move forward, and even more, faster maybe, how to move forward in certain areas of our lives that perhaps haven't progressed as much. Part of me thinks that we need our need to outweigh our understanding, right? Because we're battling in our box of understanding, and regardless of what's going on outside that box, we might stick to it unless we get desperate enough. Like if you need money, right? And I need money for whatever, and you go out and it doesn't work. But you're going out there doing your thing based off your own understanding. It fails, you come back. I still need money. Go out based on your own understanding. It fails, you come back. Now you're desperate for money. So you find a way when you go out there to get money. Whether it's legal or not is another thing. Whether it's dangerous or not, whether it's shameful or not, it's another thing, but you get it. We shouldn't have to get to a desperate place to progress further in different areas in this country. I think it might take that, but I hope not. And it doesn't always work either, right? We saw in 2020, there are a lot of people who were desperate and it didn't break them out of their own understanding. There was too much pain, too much hatred, too much hubris. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I do think that we have to get to a point where at least we're seeing what we're believing is like, this need is great. I need to step out of my own understanding. I need to step out and be bold. I need to step out and love. I need to step out and forgive. I need to step out and be gracious. If you're a Christian or a religious person, I need to step out in faith and stay true to that. I need to have a higher calling as far as my character is what you go out. That's all part of the fight. So I hope in this time we can reflect on the struggle, the battle that we're in as a country to achieve that beautiful dream. And I hope that we will encourage one another as we celebrate Dr. King's dream. And as many of you have days off, I don't have a day off. I don't have a day off. I'm just saying. I hope that you will take time to reflect and honor with this time off that you have. Honor what Dr. King's dream is. Cool. Peace.
Walking down the street, behind you, you walk faster. Looking behind you, you see me smiling at you. You think I just talked about your mama, or that I've got some weird head like a llama, or that I've got someone inside on me. Bet you feel safer with me, hung from some tree. At the interview, you interview into. You feel confident cause you know I'm starting behind you. In your mind, money rains down as I've looked more up and down. In my mind, how should I speak? Strong could be too strong, but don't want to seem weak.
One thing to sing to you, one line to say to you, one thing to sing to you, one thing to say to you. You have us around as long as you feel safe. You have us around so you can take our shit. We get out of line, it's back in our place. You say it's fair, it's not racist. To those who oppress, no tonight it's not more or less. To those who cheat others out of cake, to those who make it my mistake. One thing to say to you, one line to sing to you, one thing to sing to you, one thing to say to you. Kiss my eyes, kiss my eyes, kiss my eyes, kiss my black eyes, I will lie.